Hello everybody, Kurt the Good Times Card Collector here, and welcome to Journey to 150K. This is our 70,000 card episode, so I have 70,000 cards finally entered in, so we're going to be looking at the changes in my collection from 60,000 to 70,000 cards. First off, we're looking at our basic distribution of cards among the sports. Baseball has gone up 1% to 94%. Football stayed the same at 3%. Basketball still at 2%. And hockey still at 1%. So not a lot of changes with the different sports. As you can see, we had 60,207, and now I currently have 70,756. Next, we're looking at card companies, brands. At 60,000, Upper Deck was 28%, Donruss 19%, Topps 17%, and Fleer with 13%. And as we move forward to 70,000 cards, Upper Deck dropped down to 24%, which is still number one. Donruss also dropped down to 16%. Topps dropped 2% to 15%, and Fleer also dropped 2% to 11%. So as you can see, a lot of the main brands here dropped a lot from 60 to 70. So I have been putting a lot of cards in these last 10,000 cards have been not the major brands, a lot of off brands or spin-offs. Next we have years. 91 is probably always going to be on top when I was 60K, 32%, 92, 10%, 89, 11%, and 88, 8%. So as you can see, we had a little bit of a flop here between 1989 and 92. 1992 actually surpassed 1989 into second place. So at 70,000 cards, 91 is 25%, 92, 9%, 89, 8%, and 88, 7%. So again, across the board, the 90s and late 80s have dropped in their percentage of my collection, which is meaning I'm getting newer cards into my collection that have been offsetting. Next we have sets. At 60K, 91 Upper Deck, then 89 Donruss, 89 Topps, and 87 Fleer. This has not changed in order, but we have changed in our percentages. Upper Deck dropped from 22% to 18%. Thank God. It's not quite as prevalent. 89 Donruss stayed the same. 89 Topps stayed the same. 87 Fleer dropped 1%. But I'm glad every 10,000 cards that 91 Upper Deck seems to drop a little bit. It's still 18% of my total collection, which is still a little hard to look at sometimes, but it is what it is. Next we have teams. The teams swapped all over the place from 60 to 70. The top team is the Mariners with 2870, and they were like third. I mean, I'm sure Griffey has helped with that. Second place is now the Yankees. They were like third or fourth. Third place is the Athletics. They were in first and they dropped down to third. The Red Sox weren't even on the list at 60K, and all of a sudden they popped all the way up to 26 at 70K. The Mets have also hung in there in that fourth spot with 2,500, and then the Cardinals round off the bottom of the list with 2,592. As you can see, there's quite a bit of space between each. Not quite a bit. There's some. But Mets and Cardinals is really close, 25.95, 25.92. So this I'm looking at swapping around all the time, except for maybe the Mariners. Although, as you can see, the Yankees are not far behind. So we'll just have to see how it goes when we get to 80K. Next are my player collections. As you can see, Griffey, Nolan Ryan, Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, Tony Gwynn. This order has not changed, but the card numbers have. As we went to 70K, my Griffey collection grew to 666, kind of an odd number, but that's what it is. Nolan Ryan still in second with 253. Mark McGwire caught up a lot, is now at 244. Barry Bonds and Tony Gwynn actually ended up in a tie with 212 cards each. They're still pretty far back, especially with player collections. I mean, 32 cards is a long way. There's a lot to make up, you know. And Griffey, of course, is way out in front. I expect him to be over 1,000 by the time I'm done here. And then McGwire is, I mean, Nolan Ryan is hanging ahead of McGwire, but that could flip-flop too. I'll just have to see how it goes when I get to 80,000. Next up are card attributes. At 60K, as you can see, not many autographs or mem or serial numbered cards. Things did change in 70. I actually got up to 26 autographs listed, 28 game used cards, 64 serial number cards. So as you can see, everything is doubled or more. Rookies are still 8% of my set, which is interesting. Seems like 8% seems to be the current standard for rookies. Hall of Fame cards have actually increased, Hall of Famers, to 10% with 6,358. And Hall of Fame rookie cards, I added 20 more to my collection in the computer over these last 10,000 cards, which is always good to see those rookie cards increase. I'm not sure where I'm going to be at the end, but you know, hopefully I'm always increasing my rookies, Hall of Famers, and Hall of Fame rookie cards as we go. Next is complete sets. I think they're pretty much the same, nothing new this time around. 89 Donruss, 85 Donruss, 86 Fleer, 87 Fleer, 89 Topps, and subsets the 86 Fleer All-Stars. I think that, I don't think I've completed any new sets as I've gotten to 70,000. Now, near complete sets, I have added a few to the list. 90% plus, I believe 94 Select is on there at 95%. 95 Collector's Choice SE is at 91.3%. So I'm super close to having those sets complete. I believe 98 Collector's Choice Star Quest Singles at 96.7% is also new and close to being complete. So hopefully these sets I will be able to pick up bits and pieces and get them complete. Well, this concludes our 70,000 card update. Next one will be 80,000, and we will just have to see where we are. Thanks for watching.